It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and to another episode continuing the Torrhen Stark lineage. We are now playing as Torrhen Stark's grandson. Or is he another son, actually? Hold on. Yes, grandson. Always confuses me. So we are playing as King Jorah II, who has recently, fairly recently taken control. If you're enjoying the Torrhen series, then please do consider leaving a like. Subscribing, hitting that red button will greatly help the channel to grow. Continue new content to be produced, which will hopefully keep you entertained. And hopefully you're enjoying it all. So without further ado, let's continue the clock. What I've done, just off camera very briefly, was to give Oella some cash to improve relations with her, because at the moment we don't have a son and we're going to need one. We've got our daughter, and we could try and use her to get us a possible decent alliance with someone, such as the Rock. Would anyone be going for a matrilineal marriage? Not many people would be happy with that. So we are going to need more children. The melee had finally begun, with all warriors assembling in the field. You hold your own for a while, but were eventually forced to yield by another competitor, Roderick Branch, who only has a skill of 10, so that's disappointing. So the realm at the moment is very much dominated by the Reach. Visenya Targaryen has 4,000 troops, and she is not looking very good. She is incapable now. So her heir is Rhaenys, who at the moment is depressed. She's 52 as well, but she's in better nick, but they have no kids. So we'll have to wait and see what is going to happen after the Targaryen rule. And she's playing along in Volantis politics right now. So the Reach is owned by a Florent at the moment. King Garth Florent has taken the Gardener crown and now rules. So the Gardeners have been pushed out. I don't know if they've been entirely... But there is a Gardener in Old Town, so they're not fully dead. My mother, Dowager Queen, has been mourning the loss of her late husband for over a year now, and is reluctant to get remarried. Perhaps I could command her to stop this and marry a match of my choosing. No, let her grieve. It's not going to give me anything. Roderick Stark has died. What did he die of? Severe maiming. Ouch. We will not give him a funeral. Right. Oella's pretty good at fighting. I've got quite a few rivals, mostly Starks, because they're all they're all wanting to be in our position. What's our diplomacy like? It's 13, it's okay. Are we able to invite any superior commanders to help lead my troops? Artist Doran, you're a Northman, that's good. You'll follow the old gods. Alison of Gatehouse Tower. I'm not going to start having affairs just yet. I need a trueborn son with my wife before we do anything. Okay. So you guys just own the crossing still, so you're fine. What about going to war with her for something? We can only claim Sweetport. Well, that's no use to me. it would be quite nice to get a claim on the Iron... not the Iron Isles, what am I talking about? On the Riverlands. But I'm not sure if we will be eligible to. Do we get a plot anywhere? No. No plots. I guess we have to consider expanding the realm by conquest. But right now, our troop levy is not so hot, so I want to improve that. Also, the troop count at Winterfell itself is quite low. Is my Master at Arms there? Where is he? He is in Winterfell apparently. Oh yes, he's there. Right. I've still got a couple of lords captured. I've got Alaric of Strongsong. He's slowly earning some more money, so he might eventually be able to pay us. Let's hope she gets diligent. Ah, she did. Good girl. Well, that's good for Corella. At least she's doing well in that. Let's give her to someone half decent. Lonel's fairly good. He's got no intrigue though, but he's got decent stewardship and decent everything else. You want to join me? You're actually rather good, but you might be quite expensive. I want to make Doran... In fact, no, we don't need you. We've got decent commanders now. I'd rather not spend the money that we're not really making at breakneck pace. We've only got an income of 3, so it's not the best. Are we able to raid these guys whenever we want? No. King Jorah, a great melee in the northern tradition, is to be held in Last Hearth. Okay, well, we'll attend. We'll hope to achieve a little bit. You want to be a commander instead of Vaon, who has grayscale. Not really. You don't give me a great deal more troops than he does. What's the recruitment rate? Not too bad. My Master at Arms has a skill of 20, so he's not bad. Master of Coin, though, is pretty poor, but he is Lord of the Dreadfort, so I'm going to keep him in just to keep him in a good position. Sir Graydon wants to get remarried. Fair enough. Let's give him to Darla. Yes, that's a great match. Wyman Stark also wants to get married. What about Lysara then, for you? Looks like I'm facing off against Steven. Aim for his wound. Go for the weakness. And he has defeated Steven, so well done to you, Jorah. And now we will face Theo Wall, who is better than us, so we'll see. Yeah, he defeats us. To the just King Jorah, peace be with you. I accept your suggestion. Good. So who rules in the Stormlands now as a paramount to the Reach? She does. Well, if I can get a non-aggression pact with these folks, that would be grand. Does she want an alliance as well? Yes, she does, because we have a sibling married to her. Good, so that's an alliance with the Stormlands, sorted. We have a betrothal going on between Jorah Stark and Prince Giles, the Lord of Dawn. Not the best of matches, but nevertheless, it's something. He won't give us an alliance, but if I sent him a gift, I'm sure he would. But, quite frankly, he's probably not worth having an alliance with. Do we want to upgrade anything? Probably not. We want to save up, really, for... You need small estates, and you need probably patrol posts. You want to be a commander instead of him? Fine. Only because you'll give me many more troops. Crown Loyalists looking pretty good. Seem to be doing good in the factions. We don't need a Meister. We can't build a flagship because we have no port. Another betrothal can happen between Brandon Stark and Lady Marissa of the Bite. Donna, what are you doing right now? You want to become hand? No, thank you. You're not very good. Although, who is my hand at the moment? Dennis of the Barrowlands. I mean, he's equally not that great, but he's a High Lord, so we need to try and keep him on side. Young Robard Stark wants to get married. Again, fairly good at martial. Oh, she has a shadow cat. That's cool. But she's a wildling, so we're not going to be interested in her. Who else have we got further down? So not too many plots going on in the north. How are we doing troop-wise? Not really building at all, so we should probably try and have a feast. What's the overall contentment level? There's a few lords that aren't that happy, but it seems most of the High Lords are. Let's have a feast, shall we? Ooh, changes on the Iron Throne. Nella of Westeros now in charge. So it's... Oh my god, everything's changed. What's just happened? Goldtown now in charge of the Vale. And Westeros has taken Old Town as well. Oh, was she in charge of Old Town? This is a bit crazy. So what's going on with her? She is defending against Tywin's Seaguard vassalization war, so he wants Seaguard. Which would be a pretty big gain for them, to be fair. How many troops has Lauren got? Or Tymon, sorry, Tymon. 26k, interesting. Who's winning? At the moment, he is not winning. Lymond the Hunter is winning. Interesting. Embrace the love I feel for my wife, yep. And relations with Lord Rodwell have improved, so hopefully more troops coming from him. The inheritance of the mountain and the vale is going on. Oh, so you're a Lord Protector. Does that mean you hold the Falcon Crown? It does indeed. The Mountain and Vale will now be owned by King Artis Arryn. And it looks like everyone's much more happy having an Arryn back in charge. So Winifred Ashwood has used her attendance to present a petition, and she wants Alara arrested. Now Alara is a Mormont. She's not heir to anything, is she? She's spy master for them. Let's try and have her arrested. Oh, I don't want... Oh, bloody hell. Dennis wants Rodwell arrested. Yeah, I'm sorry. No. I can't do that. As the feast began, Lady Sansa Flint presented a petition before the court. She says that crime and banditry in Breakstone Hill is an increasing threat and that the local sheriffs cannot contain it. So we need to go and send our Master-at-Arms to hopefully deal with the issues. So we've become friends with Serona. Success for the Master-at-Arms. Good. Lady Sorenstain had used his attendance to present a petition for justice before the court. He wants Eastmelt to be arrested. We'll just get to go pay compensation. Mina Greenwood has requested that she may have entry into our lands at Moat Cailin and delay her homage until she can travel to Winterfell. She states that the lands were detained following her brother's death, and although an inquest has been returned, she's not been allowed entry until she pays homage. I don't want to lose that much prestige, so I'm sorry, piety it is. Doran Snow wants to get married, and he is a very good fighter. Is he one of my commanders? He is indeed. She's a young North lady, why not marry her? So everyone has enjoyed the feast. Hopefully that's increased our levy count. Yes, up to 27k, that's good. Definitely need to have another son though. As soon as possible, please. Troop-wise, we are nearly at the 4k mark back in Winterfell, so that's good. King's Landing looks pretty ransacked and pretty... Oh, it's not even King's Landing, it's Blackwater Bay. Sunspear. What are you guys up to? Not a lot, but she is possessed, but she's pretty good. She's got some good good traits. A very good commander, that's for sure. Across the Narrow Sea, two big Carls are facing off. In the Driftwood melee, we are facing against Lockyer. Let's hope we can defeat him. We avoided his attacks, good. And he yields, perfect. So Lockyer is defeated. And now we face Skagorin Crowl, who is a Skagosi with 80 skill. This one we will struggle with. Yeah. Well, one win, one loss. And we actually gained a bit of gold for that, so we placed... What position did we place? Well enough to earn a bit of gold. I want to try and get some lands, so... What about a cheeky invasion of the Scorched Vale? You have, like, no troops, though. Your county's pretty rubbish. Yeah, you're not the best. It's because we sieged you out when we were going for the Vale itself. Alright, well what about the twins, then? Also, I'm sorry, but you can't be Master of Laws if you're that bad. Daemon definitely deserves to be Master of Laws. Faction-wise, we're doing pretty good. Daemon has been rewarded for his loyal service. You should be scheming, not plotting. What have you got in your Okay, you've paid for a weirwood spear, so fair enough. You've actually got a weapon, but they're not that good. Benjen, you want to fabricate some treason. Go away. Oh. Can't stop you. Got a High Chief Shield Breaker over here, but he seems to be the only... Oh, there's 2 High Chiefs. Oh, and 3. The Gorge as well. But the Thens are looking quite quiet. So the Night's Watch seems to have everything fairly well under control, which is excellent to see. How's it going in Blackwater Bay? You're at 19,000 troops. You have an alliance with the King of the Reach, though. That's quite annoying. That's kind of really annoying. Okay, who can we marry her to give me an alliance with someone strong? I think we need to ally with the Rock here. But I need another child before I do this. Give me a son, or I'm going to have to take on a lover. I beg you, Awella, we really need a son. Something dreadful. Let's hope that she will. The melee had finally begun with all warriors assembling, but I immediately lose, so that's great. I'm going to save up the cash now to try and improve Winterfell. Do I want to give the Castle of the Drunkard's Tower to Greywood? Probably not. Oh yes, we've gained the Brave trait. Awesome. That improves our marshal something blissfully. Also improves people's opinion. +5, that's very powerful. That's taken us to 30k, that's good. Liking that, boys, liking that. How many troops does Brightwater Keep hold? 22,000. Now considering they have the Stormlands as well, that's not particularly good. Do you have the crown? No one's got the Storm Crown. So what's going on there? Right, I don't want you to try and scheme your way to becoming Hand. You're all trying to kill another lady. That's not good. Carhold. Who's the strongest of my lords at the moment? I suspect White Harbour. Actually, it's the Boltons. White Harbour's way down. Wow, that's pretty rare. What's been going on there then? The Dreadfort has not even expanded, but they're obviously just doing quite well under Rodwell's rule. He was even higher than 4k. I have my eyes set on a minor plot of land near Winterfell, but my Master of Whispers, Lord Artos Reed, has advised me to forget about it, saying I would invoke too much wrath if I tried to claim it. My wife, however, is doing everything but telling me outright that I should pursue the land. So I could gain some prestige, but here I could possibly gain humble, which wouldn't be too bad, and it will give me +2 intrigue. We did actually get the humble trait, so that's quite good. We're up to 31. Oh, we were up to 31k. Master of Whisperers has died. That's upsetting. Lord of the Neck. Enjoy the position. And Alaric can finally afford his ransom, so let's do that. And we can actually get a claim over the lordship of the twins, which I am going to go for. I know it'll annoy the queen, but quite frankly, not that fussed. Opinion-wise, High Lord of the Barrowlands is a little low, as is Carhold actually. So let's get improving with Carhold. He looks a bit battered right now. He's wounded. So we have a claim over you. Now, if I declared war on you, you could call in the Arbor and I can call in the Stormland. So actually, my ally is far better than yours for this war, as you, for some reason, can't call in Brightwater Keep. I'm not sure why, unless that alliance is broken down, which it looks like it has. So she's kind of on her own, and she's not actually weak. She's doing fairly well. Still says they've got cultural bonds. I don't know what that is in relation to an alliance, but who knows. So I am facing Iron. We're going to attack him with speed, and he evades our attacks and actually beats us with a skill of 20. Jorah, what's going on? Troop count's nearly at our full count, which is lovely to see. Our priest, though, has vanished, so let's make Byron our priest. Has someone converted from... White Knight follows the faith of the Seven. That's no good. Go back to the old gods, boys. Right. I don't think I want you to join us, really. I just want to save the cash right now. Cash is pretty important to us. Evidence of Lord Bodka's treason. Well, I can imprison you. But you don't have enough gold for a ransom, so there's not much point. So I can't really earn a quick buck from you. Please don't kill Rodwell. So it looks like we're stable at 28k troop count, which is unfortunate, but it's better than we were at 22, so that's another 6k. We're going to go to the Barrowlands Tournament. Did you guys win? I would guess not, because Seaguard still remains in the Kingdom of Westeros. She's up to 27k as well, so she's doing pretty good. God, I keep losing a lot of prestige at these tournaments. I'm not sure they're worth it for me. But I do need to try and make use of the Stormlands whilst I've got her, because that is another 11,000 troops I'm able to call upon. Whoa! Oh, we took a loan from the Iron Bank? Oh, yes we did, for that bloody war. Right, let's pay that off. Just get rid of it. You want to become Master at Arms, and you've got Lady Forlorn, which is a beautiful sword. How do we want Princess Corella to be educated? Unfortunately, I have basically no money for her, so we will give her a reasonable education, but it's not going to be the best for her. I'm sorry about that. Troops, though, are nearly at their peak. My uncle just died. I'm not going to be able to give him a funeral, but I do need to make a new... Oh, whoa, Gilbert, you're a good... Bloody hell, man. Well, you're a genius, and I do have a penchant for loving geniuses. So let's make you that... Captain of the Household Guard. You can also be that guild. Or do I give it to a Stark? Or do I give it to you, Gawain? Give it to you, because you're a formidable fighter. Jane Rowan wants to get married. Fine, marry Jeffrey then. I don't think we're going to go to this tournament. We've been losing enough people. Or enough prestige, rather. Good, we're up to the 6k mark. You guys are facing a war over a Jorah fight for the Mountain and Vale. Interesting. Can I offer to join? No. I think the Vale then is going to be captured by the Westerosi troops. Although they may take heavy attrition, although they've just have a new leader entirely. So we'll see what happens. The war continues, and they're now under Lord John. Roland was... That's not even the correct man. Who knows? Who knows what happened to the old one, but there is a new one in charge. And at the moment she's winning, and she's called in the Arbor, so she's probably going to do quite well here. So, with the events going south of the border, we are continuing to grow quite steadily. We're up to 27k troops, about 28k on average. We do need to have another child though, and things are getting away with us a little bit in that. So if we can't have anything, then we are going to be having a lover, because we need more kids. Let's change this to 5 kids. Because just having kids right now is just a major factor for us. In the meantime, though, we will end the Torrhen Stark episode there, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can possibly go for the twins and take it away from Blackwater Bay while she's in another fight. We'll have a think. Let me know in the comments what you think as well. If you're enjoying the series, then please do consider leaving a like. Subscribe. Hitting that red button to subscribe will help grow the channel, help encourage new content to be made, and be all around awesome. So without further ado, ladies and gents, I will see you all in the next episode of the Torrhen Stark playthrough.